Today we will start with C programming. So we will give an introduction of C programming in today's lecture. See, basically C programming is a programming language which uses certain syntax and semantics to solve a particular problem. Now, before we start to write a program for any problem, we must have a general idea of how that problem will be solved exactly. Because programming language would only involve these syntax and semantics for that particular language. But in order to write down that program, you must know the exact approach or exact logic to the solution of that particular problem. So when we write a program in any language, right now we are talking of C programming, so we will talk of C language. When we write a program in C language, the systematic approach of writing a program is first of all writing down the algorithms or flowcharts and then finally writing the actual program. Because through the algorithm or the flowchart, if we have the idea of what logics would be applied to the solution of this particular problem, then the only thing that would be left would be the syntax of that particular language, because we would already know what logics would be involved in this. So we will only write the syntax and then we know how using this syntax we can solve that particular problem. So before we write a C program, a systematic approach involves writing the algorithms and flowcharts and then moving on to the main program. Now, as I told you about algorithms and flowcharts, in today's video we will discuss about the algorithms. Flowcharts we will discuss in the next video. Algorithms are nothing but a systematic approach of which consists of a finite number of steps to solve a particular problem, or in other language which consists of finite number of steps for the solution of a particular problem. Say for example, I take a very simple problem. Since we are beginning, this is the first session, so we will start with a very simple problem that is generating the sum of two numbers. Now, if in a layman's language, if I say how will we do the sum of two numbers, it's very easy. You will say take the two numbers whose sum you want, add them and then display the result. So algorithm is something similar to this. That means you should know the approach to the problem solving. You should know the logic for solving that particular problem. Write it down in a systematic manner, in a finite number of steps, and then using that particular logic, copy it in a syntax of the programming language. So, say for example, I want to do the addition of two numbers. So, the algorithm for this would be, first of all, you will start with something, obviously. So, the first step is start. That means I am starting with the problem solving. Next, I need two numbers. Now here I will take the help of variables. Numbers are always stored in variables in a programming language. In the memory of the computer, numbers are stored inside the memory blocks, and those blocks are given particular names by a programmer. Say for example, two numbers would be required two memory locations. So in those locations, I say hypothetically those numbers are stored in two different variables. So one such variable is A and another such variable is B. So for example, if first of all, what do I need to know? I need to know the value of those numbers which have to be added. So after starting the next step, it says read two numbers A and B. That means get the values of those numbers. So for example, the value of A is 2 and the value of B is 3. Obviously, where will I get this value from? From the user who wants to perform addition. So I will say, if you want to perform addition on two numbers, please give me the value of those numbers first. So the value of first number is stored in variable A. Value of second number is stored in variable B. Okay. So now next, what is the next step? Obviously, I have got the two numbers. Next, what I have to do? I have to perform the addition. So you say calculate the sum of A and B and store in sum. So what will I do? I will do the addition of these two numbers, A plus B, which is equals to 2 plus 3, which is equals to 5. Okay. Now I know 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. But on a temporary basis, when I am doing computer programming, this result has to be stored in a memory location. Yes? Before this result is displayed as output, it has to be stored temporarily in a memory location. So, I will store it in a variable named as sum. I name that particular memory location and then give this location a name sum. Sum is that particular variable where the value of a plus b is stored. So sum is then stored in the result of this addition is then stored in the variable sum. The two numbers are taken as input from the user and stored in the variables a and b. The result of addition of a and b is stored in a variable sum. Next it says display the value of sum. Obviously now last step that is left is to display the value of sum. The user wants to know the addition. You tell him, okay, this is the value of your addition, that is display the value of sum. Sum is that variable which is holding the value of addition of a and b, and then finally stop. Oh, that means my task has been done. So this is basically a systematic approach to performing any programming. So I write an algorithm which gives me a systematic approach of how that particular function will be performed. So these are algorithms.